Library of al-Andalus, Andalusi Intellectual Production. The 8-volume Biblioteca al-Andalus contains the biographies of 2,465 Andalusi authors and analyzes the 7,990 books and minor works which they wrote. It is the biggest and most complete source of information about the Arabic literature of Al-Andalus. The Andalusi culture was an exogenous one, brought from the Middle East by the Arabs, whilst the Arabized Spaniards in turn travelled constantly to the Mashriq to bring back key works of reference, at the same time creating new original ones of their own. The Berber contribution was also important. Among the religious minorities who composed works in Arabic, the Christians and the Jews stand out. The Biblioteca al-Andalus also includes a significant number of female authors. Analysis of the results obtained shows that the moment of greatest cultural splendor was without doubt the Almohad period, with outstanding figures like Mursian Sufi Ibn al-Arabi, who took exile in the Middle East, doctor and philosopher Ibn Tufail of Tijola, the Sevillian poet Ibn Sahal, the Córdoba philosopher and Qadi Ibn Rushd or Averroes, and many more. The 2,465 authors include many figures of recognized prestige, alongside other less well-known personalities, whose importance will now begin to be appreciated, proceeding from a great number of villages, towns, and cities, for the Arabization was very deep-rooted. The principal centers of culture were, at different times, Córdoba, especially during the Caliphate, Seville in the Almohad period, and Nasrid Granada. The vast amount of data gathered in this work allows us to form a very clear picture of what Al-Andalus was like. Scrutiny of the intellectual elite affords abundant statistics which bring us closer to Andalusi society, identifying the most popular personal names, and establishing the relative frequency of different tribal adjectives, not only in the peninsula as a whole, but also for each city and period. Average lifespan, and many other aspects. More than 250 families of Arab, Berber, and Spanish origins were reconstructed. The great number of works analyzed deal with the most diverse subject areas, paying special attention to poetry, law, and the language sciences. Subsequent systematization tells us what percentage of this production has survived, which titles have been lost, how many works have been published to date, and which ones have yet to be edited, not to mention the many translations that have been carried out. The work was directed and edited by Jorge Lirola Delgado and co-directed by José Miguel Vílchez. A total of 168 scholars, both from Spain and from many other parts of the world, participated in the project, uniting their forces in an endeavor which has no precedent in Arabic studies in general or concerning Al-Andalus in particular. The project was partially financed by the Ministerio de Ciencia e Innovación, the Consejería de Innovación, Ciencia y Empresa of the Junta de Andalucía, and the Ibn Tufail Foundation for Arabic Studies. It was published by the Ibn Tufail Foundation in cooperation with the local authorities of Cádiz, Jaén, Málaga, Badajoz, and Toledo, as well as the Consejerías de Educación y Ciencia of the autonomous city of Ceuta and the Generalitat Valenciana. The resulting work constitutes an indispensable reference source, not only for researchers, but also for anyone seeking in-depth knowledge of Andalusi culture and its influence on the cultures of the Iberian Peninsula and the rest of the Western world.